Reasons to not move to Australia.
No one warned me that the pollen here is on crack. I am from the countryside of England and I always thought every summer I was gonna die. It's so much worse here. My personality is looking at a tree and sneezing.
That is completely accurate, especially in Melbourne.
Yeah, I've had
The pollen is awful.
antihistamine. That's just like in my daily routine.
Yeah, I'm like, wake up, have some water, antihistamine. We just turned on the fan in the studio because it gets a bit hot.
Yeah.
And there's some dust on it, and I literally said
Yeah.
I should have an antihistamine before we start.
Our fan doesn't cool us down, but it does blow dust and pollen at us while we film.
Yeah, it's called challenge mode.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing challenge videos now.
Yeah.
Months after moving to Australia, I started getting boils. Yes, boils. In my armpit and in my... And they're not just small pimples, they are actually big boils. Because of its size, it was a bit uncomfortable, especially down there. And I keep on getting boils after boils after boils. And sometimes it's not just one boil, but two. Oh my God, I remember the pain.
When Toni and I met each other, literally the moment we met each other, we just jumped into the back of a car because I just got a new job at Toni's work.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, sorry, I'm a bit uncomfortable because...
I've got a pimple on my vagina. It wasn't a boil though. It was
Okay, just
a
to confirm.
pimple.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Well, but why is that an Australian thing?
I
Is it
didn't.
the pollen?
I didn't. The trees are getting in our groins.
Asian food everywhere, even in the coffee shops. This is so true, and I love that about Melbourne. You get so much more Asian food than you would. I'm from California, so Mexican food is really big there, but I've been loving all of the Asian food places that I've tried since coming here.
We do have wicked Asian food. And
Yeah.
do you know how good it is? It's so good that I've just said wicked for the first time in about 20 years.
Would you say it's grouse?
It's wow, it's
Whoa,
boss.
it's
I don't know.
gnarly.
Yeah, we've gone back in time. The pollen once again has taken me back in time. Time machine.
This one is the worst. No toilets in cafes. I feel like in the UK, wherever you go, if there's a cafe, they're more than likely to have a toilet that you can use. They have cafes and they just don't have toilets in there. Or you ask about a toilet and they give you a weird set of keys and then give you the instruction to go down a weird alleyway and go to the toilet.
So into Grave Street, which is like a classic Melbourne laneway with like 8 cafes. I think there's like one toilet
That
between the 8
services all
cafes.
of them, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, cool. So you go 3 cafes down the stairs. There'll be this old guy. Don't look him in the eye.
Yeah.
Go to the right and then you're all good.
Yeah, and all the while you're holding the key on a hubcap.
Yeah, and like as an IBS haver and just a frequent pisser.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing carrying the key because it's basically
It's
just
like a walk of shame.
Hey everyone, I'm about to poo.
Yeah. And normally I would tell people anyway. Oh, got to poo, got the key,
Yeah.
got to poo.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was weird because I'm so used to it that not everywhere has a toilet.
I think knowing what happens to human bodies when caffeine enters it, it should be fucking law.
Yeah.
You give caffeine, you provide a place.
Yeah. Cafe, also milk. You know, you're dealing with dairy, caffeine, avocado toast. All of that gets you going.
Chili scramble.
You've often walked to the cafe, which really gets you cranking, you know? Yeah. Beware. Buyer beware.
There is a car park that I regularly go to when I go to the gym. And it's a 2p car park. 2p meaning you can park there for 2 hours. Yes, you do need a degree to understand any of the parking signs in Victoria.
That's true.
Yep.
But I park in the 2p car park. I go to my 45-minute gym session. I come out, there is a fine on my car. I'm like, that's not right. And I look at it and it says I overstayed my stay. And I'm like, what? No, I didn't. I was only in there for 45 minutes. I look up and there is a sign on a wall so high up that it would have been impossible to see that one space in this 2p car park was 10 minutes only. And you bet that there was a snake that works for
Stonington Council.
They'll fucking get you. They'll sting ya.
Knew it was going to be
Wait
Stonington
for
as soon
these
as she said.
Poor people to not know what they're walking into, going right into the trap. They chalk your car here.
They do.
Then he fucking stands there with a stopwatch, probably. And he's like, oh, she's not back in 10 minutes. I'm going to put a fucking $100 fine on her car.
First of all,
Knew it was going to be Stonington.
Nikki, welcome to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And welcome to fucking Stonington.
Yes.
They saw you coming before you even took her foot off the plane at Tullamarine.
Oh, yeah, they
as soon
went.
as you
she'll
stepped on
park
at
there.
Heathrow.
Yeah.
Boo!
I bet you she's going to that F45 in Pran or whatever. Yep, 100%.
Yep.
You do need a degree for the car parking signs though, because every time I park somewhere, I snap a photo of the thing and I send it to my boyfriend. I go, "This is fine, eh?" Like, you just need like a second pair of eyes on it, don't ya? Because
have a look at this bullshit behind
and see
us.
if you need a fucking PhD, a pretty huge fucking dick to figure out what that means. Yeah.
Philosophy of driving is PhD.
Oh, like,
Yeah, I feel your girlfriend.
yeah,
Fuck.
that's awful.
In Australia, if someone wants to buy you food, they'll say, "I'll shout you." Whereas in America, they'll say something like, "It's on me."
Oh, my shout.
My shout.
We also say like, "Oh, good shout," like good call.
Yeah, shout can mean many.
Yeah.
Fuck, how many different things can shout mean?
Yeah. Oh, just shout if you need me. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
My
just
shout,
like give me a
your
buzz.
shout. You say something good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Sorry that
But
we didn't
also,
warn you
and
of that.
and she just said we would say it's on me. I would never say it's on me.
Yeah, that sounds like a
that
baller
sounds
brag,
really
like,
formal. Yeah.
Hey,
It's on me.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Everyone that you meet will say, "How you going?" And they will say it really quick and they will not expect an elaborate answer. They'll just be like, "How you going?" And then they'll walk past. Like when I first moved here and people were like, "How you going?" I was just so stunned. I was like, what am I supposed to reply? And then by the time I thought of a reply, they'd already walked past. And then when you're leaving somewhere, people will be like, "Have a good one." And it just pretty much means like, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day, whatever. When I started working hospitality and people were just like, "Have a good one," I was like, "Have a good what?" But thanks.
Yeah, we do say have a good one.
Yeah.
And it's just like a one of whatever you want. Have a good one.
I thought one referred to day, night.
Yeah, whatever it is, have a good one. Like
Is
that's
that hard to figure out?
Uh,
But when you say have a good one, what? Like what? Like, you're having coffee, have a good one. Because you wouldn't say that.
No, you wouldn't say that.
No.
Or if it was like just before Christmas and you were like signing off for the year and you go, "Oh, have a good one," and that would be like festive season.
Yeah, have a good Christmas.
Have a good Chrissy.
Have a good one. What are you doing for Chrissy? I have family.
Oh,
great.
mate, have a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the "how's it going?" Oh, hey, going. Yeah, it's like hello.
That fucks people up
It's
in
not a
America.
question, really.
Because Americans, we learned, hear that and go, "How are you traveling?" And you go, "By car."
By car.
By bus.
Or
how
if
you
you
going? By a bus. You're like, what are you talking about?
What are you
dog?
talking about? Yeah, or you go like, "How's it going?" They go, "What?" Like, as in like, "Oh, are you about to have a baby? How's it going?" As in like, "How's the pregnancy?"
Yeah.
or something. But you would just be like, "Oh, how's it going?" And they'd go, "What is?" Like,
What?
what are you specifically
I'm just
asking me
saying hi,
about?
mate.
Yeah.
Almost.
G'day.
Also, doesn't she just look like every cafe worker in Bondi?
But love it though.
In
love
a
it for
great
her.
way,
Yeah.
And I love it for Bondi.
And she's having a good one.
She's having a great one.
Yeah.
After singing "Happy Birthday" in Australia, people go hip hip hooray. But in America, we don't have this. In America, we have a thing called "Are you 1, Are you 2, Are you 3?" And basically you keep counting until you get to the age you're celebrating.
Who's got the fucking time for that after
No
you're
wonder
3 years old?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That's sending people to their grave.
Yeah.
The hip hip hooray thing though is fun. I
It's
love
fun.
it.
It's fun. Toni is an alpha dog hip hippo. That
I
has
am.
been stated on the record on this
I
channel
am.
before.
Yeah. Oh, she's back.
Oh, she's back from the
Australians
cafe.
love to shorten your name. So I started my first day at work in housekeeping and I was like, "Oh yeah, my name's Rebecca." And they were like, "Oh, you can have the Beck name tag. Here you go. Your name's now Beck." And then from then I was called Beck. And at first I was like, no one's ever in my life called me Beck. It's like Becca. Becca is what people call me. At first I found it like really weird, but now I'm like, I really don't mind.
So when people message us on Patreon or Instagram or comment things, if they like say their username is Stephanie or whatever, I'll go, "Yeah, hey Steph, good on ya." And I didn't good on ya. That's another one.
That's good.
I didn't realize that wasn't normal, but I guess it is because you would too, eh?
Yeah, but I don't know if you've noticed when we do approvals for the podcast, I'll now go, "Oh, are you a Nathan or a Nate or a
yeah, Nath.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
your name. You tell me what you're comfortable
Yeah.
with. I don't love the concept of her going, "Hi, I'm Rebecca," and going, "Well, I'll call you Beck." But,
Oh,
well,
nah.
If someone wants to, it depends on their attitude.
No, I'd probably throw it. I wouldn't say, "Well, you're now Beck." I'd probably go like, "Oh, like so nice to meet you," and then at the end of the conversation, I maybe go, "Yeah, cheers, Beck."
Yeah, I tell you what.
Like I wouldn't tell them what their name now was, but I would then shorten it in a friendly way.
I'd tell you something Australians will think you're snooty if you do this. Ask me my name and then reply with the nickname. So,
"Hi, what's your name?"
I'm Rebecca.
"Oh, good on you, Beck."
It's Rebecca.
"Oh, yeah."
And every Australian will go, oh.
That is true. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. When they go, it's Rebecca, and you go, oh, okay.
And you would do oh, sorry, Miss Thing. Yeah, you would go like that. Yep, that's very accurate.
I was prepared for sharks and spiders and snakes, but nobody told me about the birds. There are so many freaky birds here, and I'm so scared of them. I think I have whatever that phobia is. So this
bird phobia.
is a really big problem for me.
As you know, I'm not a bird guy.
She's not a bird guy.
And the magpies here are fucking terrifying. They'll swoop you, get you in the eye.
Have I told you about when I was 4 years old, I was like on a fishing trip with my dad.
Yeah.
And a magpie swooped and like hit me like in the head.
Oh.
And like drew blood, like it cut me because I was just like a little 4-year-old kid. And ever since, anytime I see a magpie and in spring, so what happens is they have their babies in spring and then they're, in their mind,
They're very protective.
very protective.
Yeah.
I just think they're aggressive
And
because
if you're
they're assholes.
And if you're walking around, they take that as a personal
Attack. And they'll fly and
yeah. And they actually like come for your
Your
eyes.
eyeballs.
And if you're people, like when you see people cycling around on their helmets, they'll have like zip clips poking
Yep.
up, and it's to act like a scarecrow so that
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, it's actually quite scary. It's never happened to me in the face,
Yeah.
but like I've been in the park before and been like, holy shit. Yeah.
In the US, when I was like trained how to drive a car, I was told to really only use the parking brake like on a hill, whereas I noticed in Australia it seems that like in every single regard, regardless of where you park your car or how you park it, like people always use the emergency brake. Is this normal or no?
Well, we wouldn't call it the emergency brake. We would call it the brake.
Handbrake.
Handbrake, or just the brake. So when you stop. So are you... So there's people in this world who are just stopping their car and not putting the brake on?
So if your car was just like parked on the street and someone hit it, it would just like start driving itself. Turn down the corner. Yeah. It would just like biff off.
Idiots.
And yeah, wouldn't your car just roll into other cars all the time? Because you don't have to be on a hill for it to be a little hill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's hills. Well, I guess there's lots of hills in Australia, but surely...
In America too.
You go...
San Francisco, hill town.
There's a brake, and I'm going to get out of the car, and I'm just going to make a conscious decision to not put that on.
Also, you know when sometimes you get out of the car and you realise you haven't put the... Because it moves?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you kind of go, yep, all good. Whoa!
Yeah, and you yank that up. Yank. Sorry.
Yeah, good, man.
Thanks.
First of all, traffic lights, they go from red to green. There is no amber to get you started to go. It literally just goes red to green. I was not prepared.
The amber is get ready to stop. That's what that means. Orange means get ready to stop. So when it's green, you go, I'm going. It's orange, it's saying get ready for the red.
Yeah.
And then the red comes. So if the orange comes back on, you go, are they doing another
Are
red?
we stopping or
You go,
are we
yeah,
going?
are we doing again?
That sounds more dangerous.
Yeah, I don't like Well, get ready to stop before you go. Well, that's fucking dumb.
But also, what if you like pulled up to lights and you didn't know whether it was the orange for red or the orange for green? They need a fourth colour.
Things about Australia that are noticeably different than the US. I love how everyone says legend here, whether you're holding the door open for somebody or saving a baby from a burning building. Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, cheers, legend.
Legend.
Yeah. Sometimes, though, legend can be a bit of a, oh, yeah, nice one, legend. Oh, no, that's more champion.
Champion.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, champion.
Oh, look at that champion.
Yeah. Oh.
Legend, though, is one of the great words. And I think I called someone a legend when I was in the US, and they were like...
I didn't do anything. Like...
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, they held the door for me, or maybe,
Yeah.
hey, we've got that soy milk. And I was like, legend. He was like,
Yeah. My mate, Matt, says ledge. Oh, what a fucking ledge.
what a ledge. See, I feel like in America, it's like you have to win 10 Super Bowls. Or
Well, they just said baby from a burning building.
burning building. But over here, it's just like, hey, you turned up to work on time. Good on you, fucking legend.
In Australia, we'd probably call that a hero. And also, hero can be used derogatory here as well. You go, oh, what a fucking hero. Oh, look at this hero.
Yeah.
Wanker. Isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
So nothing really means anything and it all means something else.
Yeah, but if you love birds, allergies, and awful parking, come on down to Australia.
Yeah.
And if not,
have a good one.
see you later, dog.